Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Buffalo Bills and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Penix. His first throw is an interception. Matt Milano in to pick it off. And he's going to bring this back for the pick six and a Buffalo touchdown. So we start our game off with a touchdown, Brock, but not on the side of the scoreboard that we were expecting.
Yeah, first drive on defense, the goal is to get off the field, maybe even flip the field with field position. But to score points yourself, it's not something they honestly consider too much. That is until he started that return, baby. And they saw things lining up perfectly for it to happen.
Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Bills will jump. Now, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick, here's Penix. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. That is exactly what they needed, Brock. The throw that gets him stabilized after a disastrous miscue early.
You know I love when coordinators show that kind of confidence, quickly reestablishing it with his quarterback, and now he can start playing like that.
There he goes on the right side. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons reach pay dirt for the first time this game.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin off a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and then he can do his damage big time.
Zane Gonzalez on for the point after try. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's White on the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. New set of downs for him from the 31. On 1st down, Allen. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. Offense no doubt jolted awake with that very first play, partner. Here's 2nd and long. Back now, pressure coming. Here's a screen for Cook. And talk about a good game when they needed it. That's 13 on 2nd down. Now only a yard to go here on 3rd. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He's found some space as he crosses the 45. And he has it down to the 26-yard line. Working quickly here.
That's good for Bills. First down. A gain of 34 yards. First down, Bills.
Throwing now on 1st down. Allen escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. To the air again, Allen. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Allen on 3rd down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Grant tapped it in to pick it off. And the Falcons are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Penix working from the gun. Well secured by Jaden Higgins. And they make the tackle at the 38. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Penix now on 1st down. Buys time, rolling right. Throw takes him to the sideline, but he gets both feet in with the catch.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
And no luck there. That throw falls to the ground. Unable to find Jalen Noel with that one. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
Maxwell Hairston on the coverage.
It's Penix yet again. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
16 at the 30-yard line.
Penix here from the gun. Going all the way to the end zone here. And the defender comes away with it. Maxwell Hairston picks it off. And the Bills will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Handoff headed right. It's Cook. And he has it all the way inside the opposing 40.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. That's going to do it for our 1st quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They start out 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Allen. Pulled in by his back, Cook. Has a lane inside the 25. And And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a James Cook touchdown. And he misses the point after, so this stays a 6-point game. So after the missed extra point, he's still out there, and he's going to put it back in play. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. And it doesn't get much, up to maybe their own 40. Tre'Davious White there on the stop. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Working now from the gun. Bails out of the pocket quick. Moving right. Airs it out down. That's grabbed inside the 30. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons tie and can take the lead here in the 2nd. Extra point is good by Gonzalez. And they'll take the lead.
Falcons 14, Bills 13.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Strong with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give to Cook, running left. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. Into the red zone. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills take the lead on the first play of the drive. It's a James Cook touchdown.
Kate, right there's the danger of dime coverage. Bunch of little guys on the field that love to cover. They may not tackle so well and opens up a run lane that he took huge advantage of.
And it's another miss. His 2nd extra point has been off the mark. So now after his 2nd missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Throwing, Penix. Hauled in by Njoku, left side. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. Penix on 1st down. Has the hook up again to Njoku. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Penix now to throw. Short pass brought in. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
And he'll go down here at the 16. He gets 6 on that play. And that is good enough for Atlanta. 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16.
Working inside the red zone. Has it in close. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
And again, it's Penix. And they take this in for the score. The Falcons take a 2nd quarter lead. Michael Penix Jr. the touchdown.
Gonzalez line up for the extra point.
Gonzalez connects on the point after. And the Falcons take a slim 2-point lead. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Strong with the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. Now, that's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
First down throw for Allen. Getting out to his left. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Bills get some late points and the lead. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Extra point up and good from Bass. And the Bills jump in front now by 5.
26. Falcons 21. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Bass now to kick this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. Right side, caught by Higgins. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The ball's on the 48. Here we go, first down.
And the Falcons first down.
To the air with Penix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Penix looking to pass. Caught by the open man. They get 16 yards on that play. And that's a Falcon first down. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. They've got first down here from the 36. Again, Penix to the air. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
And this one does not go far.
That's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. Penix is going to throw again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that'll bring up 4th down. Trying for it with Penix. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Maxwell Hairston picks it off.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Allen now on first down. Throwing the out route complete. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5 brings
Man in motion here. Working from the gun, it's Allen. On the move, headed right. He finds his running back on a deep shot. Nicely done. Get an even 40 out of that one. And that's good for a Buffalo first. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. On first down, Allen. Caught near the goal line. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills will add to their lead at the end of the half. Dalton Kincaid with a touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Fourier O'Rourke with the pick. And the Falcons will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Bass now to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. On first down, here's Penix. This one's out to Noel, left side. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 31.
So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34.
First down.
Penix working from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. Sends this to the end zone. And cut in the end zone for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons make it a one-score game before halftime. He can pack it in at this point, Brock. It is already a great game for him. Imagine what he can finish up with if he stays anywhere close to this pace.
Well, this pace right here puts him in the record books. I mean, it is absurd what he's doing, and I love offensively, you keep calling it until they stop it. But goodness gracious, defense, you may want to double cover this guy.
Bradley Pinion set to
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Strong with the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
Bills take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Motion a receiver left. He'll throw it. That's brought in downfield by Kincaid. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. Just 2 seconds left in the half as we get a timeout.
6-yard attempt.
It's no good. He needed more leg, and he sent it too far right. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Bradley Pinion set to
Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Buffalo offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Operating from the defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game.
Falcons driving in, and they're going to bring him down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up. Here he goes, third and long. Trying for the deep ball. Defender's there. It's intercepted. He's got room to roam. And the Falcons take over off their third interception of this game. First and 10 from the 43. Penix here from the gun. It's his running back. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They get 22 out of that play. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
And the Falcons first down.
Penix now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this forward to the 19.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Here's Penix to throw. Short pass brought in. Ooh, and he's not going to score, but they're just a yard away now as this sets up first and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will fall.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Falcons grab the lead on their first series of the half. Michael Penix Jr. the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak.
Kate, I think two things were at play here. Not just the brute force to get it done on the QB sneak, but also the element of surprise to run it on first down. Job well done.
And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Here's White on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. All right, Bills to the line now. First and 10. They'll try the right side with Cook. Now this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just in quarterbacks, Brock, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Running right side by Kincaid. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. Looking quickly here. Play action now with Allen. Escapes out to the left. He's on the run, deep down the middle. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Second down, Allen throwing again. Caught for big yards on the right side. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. They get 27 on the play. And the Bills have a first down. And dose of the hurry up here. Running back sent in motion. To the air again, Allen. He's going to push one deep down the touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a third-quarter lead. Keon Coleman, the touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle of the field open or close? Do I got a single high or two high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Bass on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills take a... Bass now to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Penix finds Higgins for another grab. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a Falcon first down. To the air with Penix. His running back hauls it in deep right. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons just need 2 snaps to steal a lead. Gonzalez now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons push their lead to 3. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Here's White on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Takeover, 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Play action now, Allen. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger game.
Allen now on 1st down. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Second down. Here's Allen again. Pulled in by his back. Cook. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. It's a James Cook touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. And the extra point is no good. So potentially a key talent kept off the scoreboard, Brock. Going to see how and if this comes into play later in the 2nd half. No time just yet to figure out what's going wrong. After another miss, he's got to stay out there and send this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Right side cut by Higgins. Shoves one away. Space on the right. He's got room. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive.
And the extra point is no good. So potentially a key tally kept off the scoreboard, Brock. Going to see how and if this comes into play later in the 2nd half. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Here's White on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. This is reeled in by Joshua Palmer. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On 1st down, Allen. Flushed out now to his left. Now he takes it. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Bills football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Big strike downfield to Coleman. And the tackle quickly follows that catch as this one reaches the 23. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
First and 10, here's Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw. And now they face 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
It is just so hard, Kate, to get these chunk, explosive runs. But what it does now is it especially sets the table in prime scoring position.
From the red zone on 1st. Drops it off to Cook. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He rolls to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a 4th quarter lead. Dalton Kincaid with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Now, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal.
Pass now to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. Hauled in by Njoku, left side. And he's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Shotgun handoff here for Junkins. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a third down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Couldn't find a completion on first down. Jaden Higgins, the intended receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on second down. From the gun, Judkins. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down. Penix working from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
It's second and 21 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing Penix. He put everything he had into this one. Has it down close. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons take a fourth-quarter lead. Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game.
Makes the score Falcons 55, Bills 52.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion.
Set to kick off.
Strong with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. First call here coming from the shotgun. They kick the running back in motion. This is a designed run for Allen. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Headed in reverse so far. Time shifting to drive. Here's second and 14. This time looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It can be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
Looking to throw. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. This could decide things. It's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
Second and 9 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Penix to throw. Deep shot off his back foot. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons parlay the interception into points.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Matt Milano in to pick it off. Oh no, the ball is loose. And who knows what was going on there as he's finally brought down for a huge loss. Now we see after that play, one of the Falcons having some trouble out there. They'll head out to look at him. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. midfield before he's brought down. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Forced out to his right. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw. Swatted away by the defense. Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Back to the air, Allen. Connects on the crosser. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That one goes for 31 yards. And the Bills have a first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Allen gonna throw again. Chased out to his right. That one connects. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills have cut it to a 3-point game here in the fourth. Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Bills cut the lead down to just 2.
61. Bills 59.
They'll line up for the onside kick here. Gotta find a way to get it back. Just a little over a minute and a half remaining. And the Falcons cover up the kick. Ooh, can't get it back on the onside kick. Can still get a final chance with a quick 3-and-out, though, albeit not with a lot of time for them left to work with.
Yeah, Kate, unless they can force a miracle turnover, and we've seen that before, a 3-and-out is really the only avenue remaining. Defense, go buckle it up.
Got him in. It's Njoku. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Offense getting set. Here's first and 10.
And the Falcons first down.
They're going to pass it here. Finds him over the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Buffalo calls it second time out of the half. Offense is set. This is second and 2.
At the 15-yard line.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
The coverage.
On the give, here's Judkins. And he is going to have the Falcons first down. And Brock, that should clinch them this victory.
A gain of 3 yards. And the Falcons first down.
Here he is to throw. Escapes the pocket. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but the heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Third down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive.
And 4.
Looking to throw. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. 2-point try coming. Penix and his offense getting set.
The Falcons
He'll look to throw it.
with 2-point conversion.
And he has it in the end zone, and that might just be the decider, folks. It is now a 2-score game.
69. Bills 59. Bradley's Pinion.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Buffalo offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Maybe a bit of desperation. He's got it deep downfield. And they are finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry-up.
Bills, first down. A gain of 40 yards. First down.
Allen now on first down. Trying to push deep downfield. Wide open down the field, and he has it! And he is in for the touchdown! Still unlikely, Brock, but it's not entirely over just yet with this score. And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal, to tie this game in the fourth.
69.
So with hardly any game left, they have time for this kick and maybe a couple plays. And the Falcons are all over the kick. That should just about wrap things up here.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's out of bounds, so that clock is going to stop, Brock, but it's not going to matter. They've got the first down. This game is over.
First and 10 at the 32.
Setting up to pass. He has room past the 25. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. So the Falcons defend their building and take the win at home. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
All of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure.